Welcome, Seeker. As you walk deeper into the teachings of the Egyptian mystery schools, you begin to notice a pattern, something woven into the very fabric of existence: duality. Today, we explore one of the most profound principles in ancient Egyptian thought, the balance of opposites, light and darkness, male and female, order and chaos, reason and emotion. To the untrained mind, these appear as contradictions, but to the initiate, they are not enemies. They are complements, two sides of the same divine coin. Let's take a moment and breathe into this. Why is there night after day? Why must there be stillness after movement? Why do we seek joy after sorrow, or strength after weakness? The ancient Egyptians believed the universe was a sacred dance between polarities, and that the goal of the spiritual path was not to eliminate one or the other, but to balance and unify them within. Think of Isis and Osiris, divine feminine and masculine. Think of Ra, the sun god, descending each night into the Duat, the underworld, only to rise again renewed. Even Set, the god of chaos, wasn't seen as evil. He was necessary to challenge and strengthen Ma'at, the cosmic order. This is not unlike the Eastern concept of yin and yang, but with a uniquely Egyptian expression. The balance of opposites was depicted in every temple, inscribed in every myth, lived in every ritual. But what does this mean for you, here and now? It means that your inner world too is made of dualities, and true spiritual evolution happens not by choosing one side, but by learning to hold both in awareness. Let's look closer. Are you more inclined to act quickly or to reflect deeply before making a move? Are you led more by logic or by intuition? Do you value stability or do you thrive on change? Neither side is wrong, but imbalances create suffering. Someone dominated by logic may suppress emotion, eventually feeling cold or disconnected. Someone ruled by emotion may drown in chaos, unable to ground themselves. One who always acts without pausing may burn out. One who always waits may miss every opportunity. The wisdom of the Egyptian mysteries teaches that your true power lies in knowing both sides, in choosing consciously. So here is your lesson for today. Begin to identify the dualities present in your personality, behavior, and beliefs. Not as flaws, not as problems, but as energies waiting to be harmonized. Take a notebook or journal, and on one page, write down pairs of opposites. For example, 1. Action, reflection. 2. Logic, emotion. 3. Strength, vulnerability. 4. Speaking, listening. 5. Control, surrender. 6. Masculine, feminine. 7. Doing, being. Then, next to each pair, ask yourself, which do I naturally lean toward? And which do I resist? For each one, reflect on this. 1. How does this imbalance show up in my relationships, work, or inner life? 2. What might it feel like to embrace the opposite quality, even just a little? Let's take one example: control versus surrender. You may be someone who likes to plan everything, to hold the reins, to make sure things go right. But what would happen if you surrendered to the unknown? What wisdom might arise if you trusted the flow? Or perhaps you often listen, letting others speak first, staying in the background. What would shift if you consciously practiced speaking your truth? Balancing dualities is not about fixing yourself. It's about expanding into your full potential by reclaiming the parts you've neglected. This is the path of wholeness. This is the secret the temple's guarded. As part of today's practice, choose one duality from your list. It could be something you're struggling with now, or something you've just become aware of. Commit to working with it consciously for the next 24 hours. Let's say it's speaking versus listening. Notice your conversations today. Are you mostly talking or mostly receiving? Practice shifting your default mode. If you usually speak more, practice intentional listening. If you usually hold back, challenge yourself to voice your thoughts. As you do this, observe not just the external effect, but the internal feeling. Do you feel tension, relief, clarity? These are signs that inner growth is occurring, and even small shifts in awareness ripple into powerful transformation. Now here's something powerful to remember. The mystery schools taught that integration of opposites was the key to spiritual mastery. When the masculine and feminine are united, when the light embraces the dark, when order accepts the presence of chaos, something divine is born. This was symbolized in the merging of gods and goddesses. It was reflected in the architecture of temples, where dark inner chambers were balanced by light-filled courtyards. And it exists within you too. You are the temple, and your sacred task is to bring all your parts into sacred equilibrium. So, dear initiate, as you move through today, hold this intention in your heart. I honor all parts of myself. I balance, I integrate, I become whole. And with that, we conclude Lesson 3. You are no longer walking blindly through your inner world. You are learning to see, to discern, and most importantly, to balance. In the next lesson, we will journey into the sacred nature of the body, the temple of the soul. Until then, walk with awareness, and may Mayat bless your path with balance.